Fuck it. I don't give a fuck what she says anymore.
Who?
My wife.
Why?
I'm getting a fucking Ferrari.
Tacos con todo.
Oh, are those tacos? You better believe they're tacos.
Let's get a taco. Who would have thought they'd have tacos here?
You realize that's probably a Camel Ass taco.
Told my wife I wouldn't drink tonight.
Give me one of those famous giant beers I heard so much about.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good. Start the episode already. What are we doing?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tacos with Beer. I'm Alfie.
And I'm your boy, Hollywood Philip Field. And appreciate everybody tuning in today, guys. If you are watching us on YouTube, we ask that you please subscribe and hit that notification button so that way you can get notified every time we drop a new episode. Also, if you are listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you hit that follow button so you too can be notified every time we drop a new episode.
And please hit that like button.
That like button, please. Dance a mouthful.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, nothing, just chilling.
Yeah.
Kind of pissed. I told my wife I wanted a Ferrari. She said no. And I was just like, fuck that. You can't tell me what to do. What gives you that power?
Well, the power is that. Do you have the kind of money for a Ferrari, dude? No, you don't.
Look, we don't have
How
a
much
lot
are
of,
they? Like 300,000?
I don't know.
400,000?
What does Drake say? YOLO? You only live once?
Depending on the detail.
Right.
I mean, on the trim detail you get.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you watch any of the presidential inauguration?
Yes. And
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to Kamala's nephew
Why?
because he came with drip. He came with them Dior ones. Everybody was like knocking him. I think all these Republicans are like, oh, you can flash because Trump and them are all wealthy. So they're like, so y'all may get mad at Trump because he's wealthy, but yet Kamala's nephew walks in. Now these Dior ones really on retail, like if you try to buy them right now, they run about 10 grand.
Wait, what is that? Shoes?
Okay, yeah, so Christian Dior. They came out with the Jordans. They collab with Jordan, and they made the ones. So Jordan has Jordan ones that are Christian Dior, and right now those go for like $10,000. But for when they first dropped, their regular retail price was $2,000.
Dang, dude.
So
that's
when
crazy.
he walked in, because basically with that lady who was talking, I forgot her name. She was like the MC of the day. So you see him walking down and you see the shoes that he's wearing. And a lot of people are knocking him like, you're not supposed to be wearing sneakers. But when I saw him, I was like, this motherfucker just stole the show. Who's
You're
fucking
like,
doing
"What's
this
up,
again?"
bro?
Right? I even wrote it on my social media. I said, the presidency is temporary, but the drip is forever.
Shit.
So
Okay.
shout out to him.
Damn, dude, I can't believe that. $10,000 for a pair of shoes. That's
Yep.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
is
how much they're going for.
that's crazy, dude. Well, like all these conspiracy theories about what was gonna happen at during the transition of power of him getting sworn in and all this other shit. It was gonna be doomsday and this and that. And nothing happened.
I don't know, but he swore.
We're right here.
Did
We're
you
here.
see him swearing on that Hocus Pocus book?
Hey, that book has been in this family for over 110 years. Actually, I don't know. I think
That's the book. I was just waiting for the eye to pop open on that book when he was swearing in.
Well, dude, that motherfucker's been in politics since like the 50s.
Yeah, no, I think somewhere in the
I think it was like 70s, right?
70s, 80s.
Yeah,
But-
dude, he's been around.
I think they should have just like they have a term for presidency. Like you can only run, like the maximum term is 8 years. I think it should be like that throughout the entire throughout the entire Congress. Like they shouldn't allow these old motherfuckers in there. Like you need to start bringing in some new people because I feel like the old people have more of the old ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they should have like certain terms for all the Congress.
Well, I mean, I think I feel like one of the reasons why a lot of states that were kind of red that turned blue is because you have a lot more younger people voting now. You know, so it's like new people are coming in and they're like, well, we don't like this old system, or they want to change things or whatever. So I don't know. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so I'm saying like that. I think the Congress should have a limit. Like, take for instance Biden. He's been in there for like 30-something years.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, if you couldn't change shit in 30-something years, you ain't gonna change shit now while you're the president. Like, come on now. Like, if it takes you 30 years to fucking not even like, it's like, okay, what did you do?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it's going to be a couple boring 4 years. That's for sure.
I think there's just going to be a lot of bickering. You know, they were saying that Trump he's actually going to start his own political party. It's called like the Patriot something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I didn't realize this, that there's like, you know, Libertarians is a political party.
Right.
You know, they had other political parties as well. They had, I think, the Whigs and the Green.
The Green Party.
The
Yeah,
Green
because it's not like they don't really have a lot of members. They don't,
No.
like anytime,
And I think Trump's going to have his own called the Patriot something.
Oh man, this guy, he's not going to go away. That's the thing. I don't think.
But he can't run anymore because he's been impeached twice.
I don't know. Does that apply now?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
He can't run. He can't run again.
Well,
I don't know. I feel like the whole like I like somebody had wrote like, what do you think the difference is like between like Republicans and Democrats? Are like, oh, now that Biden's in, I bet you're happy. But it's like, motherfucker, I don't really give a shit. I'm just not gonna be wearing Biden's fucking hat, Biden waving a fucking Biden flag, and you know, sitting on my lawn and telling everybody, you know, Biden's the truth, and I'm not gonna be doing all that shit. I just you know
something that I saw that I thought was really funny was like, you know, like the difference between the Republican Party and the Democrat Party, and the picture was a bomber, and it was just like a bomber dropping bombs, like for the Republicans, and for the Democrats, it was the same bomber dropping bombs, but it had like Black Lives Matter, like other groups like the LGBT community.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. And I'm like, because it's the same shit.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, I don't think anything's going to change other than our taxes and our fucking shit raising up. But I mean, that's a given, you know, that happens all the time. Like, bro, we ain't gonna, if you base your entire life on politics, you know, you need to rethink your life.
Yeah, for real,
you need
dude.
to rethink your life. Do
You're
something with it.
gonna be pretty toxic to
Yeah.
yourself, man. I feel like that's detrimental to your own health.
Yeah, it is.
But you're just constantly like, what are they doing?
I was watching the inauguration the entire day, and I was already feeling negative. And I was just like, until I saw the Dior ones, and I'm like, okay, there's a little positive in there.
Yeah, you're like, these dudes, they bringing out this old ass book. He's gonna get sworn in, but you know, we have a first VP, female. So
Yeah, Kamala Harris. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people are super excited about that. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, it's change. It
It's
can
changing.
happen. The next step is we're gonna have a woman president. I don't think so. Not anytime soon.
Yeah, just stick to the vice president. Just enjoy that victory. Just enjoy that victory, guys.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
So my thing is with the presidency, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna get crazier in the beginning because you still have all the Trump supporters that are still there. So they're
Yeah.
gonna constantly just, you know, keep saying the election was rigged and blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, get over it. Like, come on.
I don't know. I mean, like,
I feel like it turned into a cult after a while.
Yeah, definitely cult vibes. But
Bro, we need to make a T-shirt like that, cult vibes.
for real, yeah, I'm telling you, man, he's got he ever since he's been off Twitter, it's been like really quiet. That's
I
what I'm
know.
saying. Like,
You
it's
know
been
what?
kind of boring.
Like I said, I used to follow
nothing.
follow Trump on Twitter.
I did too.
I followed him.
I
Just 'cause
constantly wanted to go see what he said just to be like,
Yeah.
damn, this motherfucker don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like tweeting like crazy too.
See, one thing I did like about Trump is because like he's an asshole, but he showed everybody he was an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't try to hide it.
Yeah,
You know,
I
he didn't
know.
try to put a face on it. Like if he was gonna be like, would you rather have a friend tell you, you know, you're a bitch to your face, or would you rather have somebody tell you a bitch to your other friends?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So-
I would rather be like, hey, bro,
You're
just
gonna
tell
be a
me.
bitch either way.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a bitch either way.
How do you want to find out?
Now, do you want me to tell you, or do you want me to tell everybody else?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. And then, you know, like that other, like they've been kicking off, what was that name of that at Parler, right? It got removed off everything. I'm just like, I don't know, man. To me, that feels kind of dangerous, you know, where they're just like, they can shut anything down. I mean, I get it. We don't owe any of these social media companies anything. Once you agree to the terms and conditions, basically, they can do whatever they want.
Basically, you become a product.
Yeah, you know, so it's like the consumer is the product, so they can do whatever they want. But I don't really like that they're doing that. I think that's kind of weird. It's shady.
Like,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, you know, you should let people say a bunch of crazy shit, and then you get other people to come like talking right and being like, well, this is why you're wrong, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't just be like, let's shut everything down. I mean, what's like, you know, I was talking about this last week. I was like, it's cool because it's happening to one side, but then people are cool with it because it's happening to one side. But what happens when it starts happening to the other side?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I don't know, man. I don't like that. I know. And then last week also, I got something completely wrong that I got a lot of shit from.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Go on and recap them, Alfonso.
Well, I was saying that Van Damme was in Mortal Kombat, but it was the Street Fighter movies that he was in. But
so
that's the reason.
For those who listened to the last episode, you know, this applies to you guys that Alfonso was fucking up because I had to prove him wrong. I'm like, Van Damme is not in the Mortal Kombat. Maybe I should have corrected you and say he's in the Street Fighter, but I was like holding on to that victory because I'm like, no, he's not in that movie. So I had to hold on to it.
But there was a thing in my head. I was like, why do I remember that? And it was because I was thinking of the wrong movie.
Yeah,
that's Street Fighter.
About, you know,
because Street Fighter was a really cool movie,
it was,
man.
Because you had Van Damme and then you had Gomez Adams as the M. Bison.
Yeah, that's right, man.
So,
dude, I think he died.
Yeah, he did. He died. He died of a heart attack.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna argue with you, but I'm pretty sure it was cancer.
But no, he died. I think he died of a. Maybe you're right.
Well, anyways, dude, you know everybody's moving to Texas, huh? Yeah. Well, you know, even
Elon Musk is right.
Yep. SpaceX acquires formal oil rigs to serve as floating Starship spaceports. So he just now, SpaceX is going to be working out of Texas, man. We're going to have those barges, you know, because one of the biggest things about SpaceX is what they've been trying to do is they want to make space travel cheaper. And by the way that they're going to be able to acquire that is by reusing rockets, which is something that we've never been able to do. And SpaceX has pretty much perfected that, you know, with all their with their rockets. And so he's going to be doing that out of Texas now. So
you don't know where he's going to be at?
Yeah. SpaceX has long been hinting at a future floating launch and landing sites for their spaceships. The Super Heavy Lift launch vehicle will have a large blast danger area and pose noise concerns if launched frequently near populated area. Therefore, sea launch platforms will play a key role in the launch cadence SpaceX plans to reach with the Starship, including orbit, refueling flights for deep space missions, and transportations from one place to another on Earth.
So
it's Brownsville, Texas, is where they're going to be located.
I thought they were going to move to like Oak Cliff.
No,
this shit gets stolen over there. Imagine going to a pawn shop and like, what the fuck is this?
Well, you know, a lot of people hate
swallowing your tongue in your mic.
Shut up, man. So a lot of people hate the fact that they're like, oh, there's so many people moving here and blah blah blah. But it's like they're bringing jobs, dude. Yeah. So jobs posting by SpaceX have indicated that work on offshore launch platforms has begun in Brownsville, Texas, near their Starship manufacturing and launch facilities in Boca Chica. So they're bringing a ton of jobs, man. So, you know, like with anything that has to do with our economy, anything that has to do with economies, if you have a really good economy, people want to go there because that's where factory jobs want to come here.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of years ago, I know, was it Nissan who moved to Plano? They brought in, was it Nissan or was it, who's the car manufacturer that moved over in that area?
GMC?
No, GMC's been here.
GMC's over
General Motors. Yeah. But I think I'm not sure. It might be Nissan. I think it is Nissan.
Maybe you're right.
No. It's Toyota.
Toyota. That's what it is.
Toyota. Yeah. So Toyota moved their plant here, and you know you got all these other people that are leaving.
Even Facebook
Texas.
brought one of their data centers over here.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Facebook brought one of their data centers in Fort Worth.
Nice, man. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I know that comes with higher pricing for
Like that's gonna raise up. Yeah, it is because like I'm.
All right, dude. And then like how many years now have all these freeways have been under construction?
Oh man, it's actually being the same amount or even longer when Trump promised the wall being built.
Yeah, dude. Because I remember when I first moved here in 2007. I want to say like a year later, that's when they started working on 820, and ever since then, it's been like all these freeways have been like getting redone, and all they're doing is adding toll roads.
Yeah, well then that's how they're making their money too.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. Like, shouldn't you be expanding the freeway?
I think
like, let's instead of going from 2 lanes, let's go to 4 or 5.
I think toll roads are a scam.
Well, yeah, like, everybody knows that.
We're fucking paying taxes for you to build this freeway, but what I gotta pay again? I gotta pay double it now. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the biggest scam is interest. That's the biggest fucking scam ever.
Dude. And then you know what's stupid about them too? It's like there'll be no traffic, and it's like, hey, hop on the toll road. It's only 20 cents right now.
Shit, it's 20 cents when you see the camera.
Yeah, and then it's like when there's traffic, it's like $6. So
yeah,
like,
bro, it's ridiculous.
Bro.
One time, so my wife works like across the city.
Yeah,
and when she first started, she was taking the toll road, bro. Just a week alone, and taking the toll road there and back was about $230.
Dang, for 1 week.
For 1 week.
Wow, that's insane.
So
bro.
I was just like, okay, you're gonna have to just suffer and get in traffic, and just just deal with it. Would you sit in traffic, or would you want to pay $230 just to kind of avoid it?
Jeez,
I'd rather sit in traffic.
I would honestly just rather sit in traffic.
Yeah, just put on Netflix and then
and cause an accident.
Yeah, there you go. That's the reason why we're in this fucking traffic, watching Netflix on the road.
Yeah, dude. So a box of Pokemon TCG booster pack sells for $400,000 at auction.
Oh.
Bro, those Pokemon cards have been so big, man.
Ever since Pokemon, ever since Pokemon Go launched, you know, it's just Pokemon just skyrocketed again, and I've been so fucking pissed. I think I said this on the show before, where Charizard, was worth like $500,000. The first edition Charizard holograph, it's worth like $500,000, and I swear to God, I had one, and I used to collect Pokemon. It has to
be,
cards.
But the problem is though. Look, let me tell you something. It has to be the original runs of these things, because a lot of the times, by the time we started collecting, they started doing. There was more than a couple runs already going, so. If you're talking about if you had the original,
I mean, I'm pretty sure I had the originals, because I mean these motherfuckers started launching off when we were kids, and I used to remember having to walk to the. We had this kind of like, it wasn't a dollar store. It was like a regular convenience store, and they had like a shitload of Pokemon cards, right? And they were like, I think they were like $4, like a stack,
right?
$4. And me and my friends, we would just go over there and walk over there, and then we would buy like a stack full of them like every Friday.
Yeah.
Right. And then I had them, and I used to have a binder, and I had a binder, where you collect all your baseball cards and stuff in there, because I had a shitload of baseball cards. I also had a binder by itself just full of Pokemon cards. And when I grew a little older, I went to my parents' house, and then they were storing. I could have swore that I stuck the binder up in that attic. And when I found out Charizard was going for $500,000, I was like, I gotta get back in that attic.
Yeah, dude.
There's like $500,000 sitting up in there.
So the shrink wrap booster box, a first edition base set from the original 1999 launch, sold at Heritage Auctions event in Dallas. So this was here.
Oh my God, that makes me even worse.
The box includes 102 base cards, including the similarly rare original Charizard card, copies of which have recently sold for anywhere between $150,000 to $220,000. The first edition base set is increasingly rare, thanks to its limited printing. So that's exactly what I was saying. It was
so it's not $500,000. It's just $120,000. Okay,
yeah, you never know. I mean, if you find it, bro,
I was up there like literally. So when that happened, and I was up in that attic for like an hour. Just I was moving installation around and everything. I was like, you got $120,000 sitting up in this attic. You better fucking find it. And my dad's like, man, Uncle, I think your mom threw it away.
Dude, I'll tell you, all my girl-ass friends on the Discord chat are always constantly talking about those Pokemon cards, man, and how difficult it is to get it. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because everybody, it's just like you said, ever since this Pokemon Go thing started, it's like everybody wants them now, and you can't get them. It's really difficult to find them. I've looked at Walmart because I'm like,
oh yeah, you're not.
You know
gonna
what? I'm like, dude, one of these days I'm gonna find a pack and then open it and see if I find something rare. Because dude, even those packs sometimes could contain cards that are like 10 grand. You know?
Yeah.
And you're like,
You
man,
ain't gonna find it, bro.
Come on, dude. I'm gonna try. Hey guys, we're taking a break to talk to you about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Me and Phil did it. You can too. And the best part, it's free. Anchor hosts our podcast. And I don't know if you noticed, but we didn't start sounding great until we switched to Anchor. They have creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast. And honestly, the best part is Anchor will distribute your podcast on everything: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money, guys. Trust me, Anchor is everything you need. Anchor. 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 All right, bro. So, Marvel has released its list for shows and beyond, basically, and the movies for 2021 and, going forward to 2022. So this is going to be like their second, I guess, 10 years, right? Because the last 10 years finally ended in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Do you think Thanos is going to get a presidential pardon from Biden or what?
No, because maybe Trump should have gave it to him because he is inevitable. Or however he fucking says it.
I am inevitable. Inevitable.
Say it 3 times 5.
Yeah. Anyway, so what they started off this year with WandaVision, which I haven't watched yet, but I told you that I like to wait for things to get done so that I can binge watch the shit out of it.
Is it one of those that releases like once a week?
Yeah. Anything that it's all of this is basically going to be on Disney Plus or in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I think after The Mandalorian, I'd rather just wait. Like you said, just wait till they all release and then binge watch it.
Yeah.
Because I think Mandalorian is the only one that I can kind of.
The problem is that if it's trending, we're going to have to be talking here on the show about it.
Yeah.
You might have to watch it weekly.
I might have to.
Well, okay, so WandaVision starting tomorrow, they'll release another episode that they'll have available 3 episodes.
So they're 3 episodes in.
Yeah, 3 episodes in because it released with 2 episodes.
So next episode we need to talk about WandaVision.
Yeah, we'll get into it. So then another show coming to Disney Plus is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
So I have a lot of interest in that simply because I really, really want to see what they do with
the Falcon.
Yeah, with the Falcon.
Yes.
I mean, because he's basically taken over for Captain America.
So is he gonna be a black Captain American?
Yeah, of course. America? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what do you think they're gonna do? Like change the color on his skin with the power of
I don't know. Shit, I mean,
movie magic.
Don't.
That's how you get canceled.
Oh yeah, true.
You know how fast the outrage would be for them doing something like that? No way, dude. No.
So let me ask you a question. They would not mix because they're supposed to release another Venom.
Yeah.
They're not gonna mix that in with the Marvel because Sony has the rights to it, correct?
Yeah, that's different.
Even with the Spider-Man though, because Sony owns Spider-Man.
Yeah, but it's like they made a deal with Disney, so this way that because they really wanted him as an Avenger, which is I know they really want to sell Spider-Man as spoiler alert, Iron Man is dead, so they want to sell him as the next Iron Man.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure I don't know if that's going to work out.
Did you know that when Marvel was kind of like going down and crashing, they sold off all their main characters?
Right. Yeah, that's the reason why there's so many companies that own different characters from the same universe.
So the same characters, the only characters that Marvel had was the Avengers. Did you know that? So they started saying, okay, what can actually bring kids' attention? Because think about it. All the kids were all involved in, like when we were younger, was Spider-Man and who was the other Marvel characters on there? Like X-Men, all these.
Yeah, things that they didn't even have
exactly
the rights to.
Exactly. So Marvel, when they started remaking these movies, they're like, well, what's one character that we can grab people's attention with? And the first person they thought was, let's do Iron Man. Because think about it, when we were kids, we really didn't hear anything about Iron Man. No, so nobody knew.
No, but I do remember that when they were doing their testing, which was like the main thing, right? Because anytime you make a movie or when you're going to do things like this is the toys.
Yeah.
So the first thing that they tested was which one of those characters the kids would gravitate to the most, and it was Iron Man.
Yeah, so that's when they started blowing up Iron Man. And they're like, all right, let's do another character. So what's another character? The Hulk. Let's do the Hulk. So they did the Hulk. And then they started doing, all right, now let's do Captain America. And then when they finally realized it, they went back in their archives and be like, hey, these guys actually have a team. So that's when it clicked in their head. Let's make all these people a movie. Let's make all of them big and then create this big team, which created the Avengers.
Right.
And now Marvel was crashing. And now with them redoing all this and remaking all their what they have in their archives, just shot it up like tenfold.
Yeah, I remember Kevin Feige. I don't know. He's the guy who runs Marvel, basically. He was talking about like when they did Iron Man, then he was like, dude, that movie, he's like, we didn't really have a big budget. It was kind of like, if we can't sell this, we're pretty much effed, you know? And it turned out to be a huge blockbuster hit.
They were taking a chance on Robert Downey Jr. too, because he was already in his legal problems and
he had been around the block, you know, the drug problems and
prostitute problems and stuff like that.
Dude, that's one thing that, you know, that's kind of funny, you know, like how we hold like all these like actors like in this high, like on this
standard.
high pedestal or whatever, but it's like they're literally just people just like you and
I think I think like a lot of celebrities have it more rough. The only thing is they have money and they're like, you know, you understand money doesn't solve nothing.
Hell no.
It just creates more problems. And I was telling my wife that it's like, you got more money, you got more problems. So a lot of these actors and actresses who go down, who got a lot of money, but yet they're young, you know, can you imagine being 12, 13, 14 years old with a shitload of money?
Bro, I think some of these kids get bigger now, even younger.
Yeah, with YouTube.
Oh yeah, especially so that kid who's on unpacking toys. I mean, opening boxes of toys or whatever. Yeah,
that's my son's favorite fucking YouTuber.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like these parents obviously control all of his money. For how long though? At what point does he get the right? Like remember that whole Macaulay Culkin thing, right? Where he like even sued his parents because they're like spending his money.
Yeah,
you know.
But it's kind of like they kind of made him, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so as a parent, what are you gonna do if your kid has made 10 million in a year?
Yeah. See, the responsible thing for a humble person like myself, who's not money hungry like that, if my son were to get big, you know, we would, you know, as parents, we also have to be parents first before we are business people. Because at the end of the day, I think, they have it backwards. When you start selling your kids and putting them and stuff like that, they become business people first before they become parents. You know what I'm saying? So like a parent, I would have been like, all right, whatever money that we're having to use to kind of keep him going on, because you know, you need to spend money to make money.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, you know, I would create him as his own account and then just have money pouring into it. I wouldn't give it to him when he turns 18 though. I think that's the most irresponsible thing to do to any kid, to give it to anybody when they're 18. Cause I even told I have like a will on myself, like personally. And then I have money set aside for my kids. And I have it to where they're not going to get it when they're 18.
Yeah.
If something ever happened to me, they're not getting it when they're 18. They're going to get it like if they're 21 or 25. Because at then it's kind of like, hopefully at that time they would get some kind of maturity level, because when you're 18, you're still a kid.
Bro, when you turn 18, you're an adult. Technically, right?
Technically.
But that's when you're like, oh shit, I'm about to go party.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
And that's the worst time to give somebody that, because think about it.
Bro, I mean, look, let me tell you my experience of being 18. And then it was like, you start to get all these letters of, hey, would you like to sign up for this credit card? And I fucked my credit up right away at the beginning in the first year, where it was like, I got like all these credit cards, you know, from like different department stores in the mall. Cause you know, you're 18, you're going to shop there at the mall because you don't know anything about deals. You're like, I just want to spend the most money I can because
credit cards, because what they do, how they get you is they're like, all right, we're going to give you a $5,000 limit, you know, and then you just pay it whenever you can, but kids don't know about interest.
Oh yeah, God, dude,
and the
they
interest
kill
is what
you.
fucks you.
And if you just constantly are just paying the minimum, all you're doing is paying that interest.
Yeah.
So every month that balance never gets any
Yeah,
smaller.
basically, the interest is for the rich people to stay rich off of poor people. That's all it is. Because I mean, come on, let's be honest. Let me. And for people who don't really understand interest that are listening, so it's kind of like if I tell you, Alfonso, I'm gonna loan you $100 and just pay me back when you can. But by the time you pay it all back, now I'm like, all right, well, since I had to wait a long time for you to pay me back, now you owe me $200. That's basically what it is.
100% interest right there.
Exactly.
You're charging 100 for 100.
Exactly. I mean,
and you know, bro, to be honest, like these payday loans, they're not even 100. They're like 250 or 300% interest, dude. So if you borrow 100, you're gonna end up paying back 300. Isn't that crazy?
Yep. And then so like to say if you these major credit cards are like anywhere from 20 to 30%. So even then, it's like if I give you 100, then guess what? I'm gonna be paying you not only 100, I'm gonna paying you like 150, 140. You know what I'm saying? Paying that extra money for what? Just because I loaned it? Because I'm waiting on you.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a business. That's how they make money.
Yeah, that's what
Highway
I'm saying.
robbery.
It's the rich being rich off of poor people.
Yeah, exactly. So if you know, it's really, I'm sure, you know, if you're a kid who has millions of dollars, and then we'll see. And then another thing is you grew up in this bubble where you're like, everything is handed to you because you have that much money. Do you really think this person is going to grow up to be the best person in our society? I don't think so, man.
So I think that's what happened to Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I think he was, he just grew up because he's been in movies for forever along with his dad.
But he's also had issues in his childhood because of his dad.
Right.
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
it's
like even then he had money, but he still went down that path because he had all that money. But luckily he turned his life around and he became the great Iron Man.
Right. Exactly, dude. So I'm happy that he was Iron Man, even though R.I.P. to Iron Man. He had a good 10-year run.
I think Marvel did a really good job in casting. You know what I was really disappointed in though?
What?
That they scrapped was Gambit.
Oh, really?
I was really, really mad that they scrapped Gambit as a Marvel movie because they were gonna set him and have his own origins. Like after Wolverine,
right?
He was gonna be the next one, and Channing Tatum was supposed to play Gambit.
But I'm like, who has the rights to the X-Men? Isn't it like Fox, the Fox Studios? Yep. So it's like, they were working a deal to get to acquire Gambit or what?
But it was just kind of like it never, and it didn't fall through. And I would have Channing Tatum would have played a perfect Gambit because he kind of has that similar style.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been cool. It's gone now. It's not going to happen. Well, you never know. They might come back to it later on. Another movie coming out this summer, May, is Black Widow. So they made their own.
Yeah, I mean they've already got that show ready to. Excuse me, they already had that movie ready to go, but coronavirus stopped that from happening.
Right. Yeah. So I know they had to. What is it like? They had to hold it. Yeah, postpone it. So I'm excited about that movie. I really want to watch it. And then also,
it just sucks that she died at the end of Endgame. Like I get it, you was a sacrifice and stuff like that.
Infinity War.
They should.
Endgame was the one prior to. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Endgame.
I like when you say that. I think
shut up.
Shut up.
But
I feel like I just feel like, man, they should. I know that it's because she had to die to see a sacrifice to get the what was it, the Orange Stone?
Yeah, the Soul Stone. The soul for a soul.
Yeah. But if there was a way for Doctor Strange to bring her back, I think she would have fit perfect in that last fighting scene.
Yeah.
I always, there's days where I kind of go back and I like watching, like on YouTube, the crowd reaction of Endgame.
Oh my God, dude. I know, bro.
It just gives you, it feels weird. It gives you chills every time.
Dude, the day that Endgame released, I took that Friday off and I went in the morning, the first showing, which was like at 9:30 or 9:40 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I went by myself to go watch it because I was like, I need to go see this immediately, right? Because I was like, I've been waiting. I need to know.
You've been waiting a full year for it?
Yeah, exactly, dude. So it's like, I went and sat down. I was next to these two dudes, right? Mm-hmm. They looked like they were like mid-20s. One was drinking a Bloody Mary and the other one was drinking what's that drink? The orange juice and
A mimosa?
Yeah, the mimosa. So I was just kind of like, I don't know about you guys already. So it's like it's 10 in the morning. Anyway, so I was sitting there,
jerky?
bro. Dude, when all like the sad scenes or whatever, like when Iron Man died, they were crying hysterically. I was like, what the fuck, man?
That's what you should have said.
And I was like,
y'all want some beef jerky?
guys, need a little bit of my popcorn?
No, you got to reach over here and touch it.
Yeah, dude, because I was at the movie tavern, so dude, you get a bomb ass breakfast there, and they got a full bar.
Oh, motherfuckers gave you like what, bacon and eggs and pancakes,
everything that you get like for breakfast. But that's what I got.
Can you imagine doing a dining dash over there?
They had a lot of issues with that.
Yeah, I bet
they did. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like they've changed their procedure recently because when I've been going back, the first thing they do when you place your order, they ask you, is this gonna be cash or card? Card. It's like, let me go ahead and scan your card. So right away. Because before what they would do is like they would wait till like 10, 15 minutes before the movie ended.
Mm-hmm. To go pick it up.
Yeah, they would bring you your check, so it's like, and then they would do their rounds and pick up all the cards or whatever. So it was like sometimes the guys would forget to drop the check or the girls would forget to drop the check, and then you'd end up not having to pay. And you're like,
yeah,
all right, well, I guess I'm leaving.
I was just like, oh, okay, well, this movie sucks. I think I'm gonna take off.
Yeah,
thanks for the meal though.
Yeah, dude. So that's another thing, right? That coronavirus has kind of killed for all of us. Is like we can't even go to the movies right now.
Well, actually, the movies are starting to open up little by little.
I know, dude, because I want to go see Tenet, and literally it was like 10 people in there.
Really?
Yeah.
People are still scared.
No, I don't know. I think.
When'd you go? You like going in the morning though.
Yeah, I went like right after work, so it was probably like around 12.
Yeah, everybody's still at work.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I was like, I'm gonna go do it right away. I don't like waiting around, I
think I'm gonna take my kids to go. Well, me and my wife decided we're gonna take our kids to go see that new Tom and Jerry movie. That's dropping in my son's birthday.
Oh, really?
So that'll be like.
How's it turning? 15? 14?
No, that's the oldest one.
Oh,
my other one's turning. The middle one's turning 11. So that would be the first time in like almost a year and a half since we've been at the movies.
Yeah, dude. I think before I had seen Tenet, the last movie I seen at the movie theater was Sonic.
Oh, really? Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't think it was. I mean,
I don't know. These last couple of movies before the pandemic hit, it just really didn't interest me to the point to go to the movies. I used to be a big movie goer, but
I am. That's why I'm like, I can't wait for the movie tavern to be like back to being fully open.
Yeah.
Well, it's like they kind of are open a little bit. The problem is that there's no movies to go watch.
True.
They have the retro cinema where you can watch like classics like Jurassic Park because I've been kind of waiting for that. I'm like, if they bring it, I'll go watch it. I'll pay $5
just to kind of keep the support going.
Yeah, exactly. Well, especially so this is the reason why I go early in the morning, not in the morning, but early in the afternoon on a Tuesday because it's only $5.
Yeah.
And
they give the matinee.
No, it's $5 and they give you free popcorn and a free drink.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have the pleasure of getting out of work that early.
Well, get a better job.
I know, right?
Anyway, so I'll give you a couple other movies on this list. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That's coming on March 25th. So part 2. And we'll see, the thing that you were talking about is like, I wish Doctor Strange would make a way to bring, Black Widow back. But now that they've messed with time, though, wouldn't they be able to go back and like get Tony, or get her? Yeah, because they made a time machine, bro. Come on. How are you not going to be able to go back and
let's
get
think
them
about
out?
it. Okay, so they made a time machine, yes, but they already went back to fix what fucked up in the beginning.
Yeah.
So now you're fighting the second Thanos. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing. You're fighting the second Thanos. But if they were to go back, because remember, Doctor Strange said that there's only one out of a million ways that we're going to win.
Right.
And that was the only way they was going to win, is they had to sacrifice some people. Yeah,
that's true. Because now, if you do go back and save Black Widow, technically you never get the Soul Stone,
exactly.
right? Oh, okay. So yeah, that would make.
So I'm saying it sucked, but they do what you had to do. You know, it is what it is. I'm curious to see if the new Doctor Strange, this new what was it called, the Mystery of Madness? Is that what you said?
Multiverse of Madness.
If that's gonna be actually tie into the new the Spider-Man and the Spideyverse.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if he's gonna tie that into, you know, because what's it called?
Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse, Spideyverse. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man 3. Yeah, I know.
If it's gonna way to tie all those people in.
Well, I'm sure that. Well, because this is gonna go another. They're probably gonna do another 10 years of this. So tie it into the next.
The new Black Panther.
With his sister that you're talking about, that if they're gonna do that. Mm-hmm. Do you know another movie that's here but it's to be announced is Blade?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I don't know, man. I mean, they got an actor that looks just like Wesley Snipes. You know,
I haven't actually looked at any of the casting or anything. I haven't.
And I forgot what movie he's in. Some good movies. Did you ever see Luke Cage?
Yeah,
on Netflix.
I only watched season 1. It was kind of slow for me.
He's in season 1. He's the main, the black dude, the boss man.
Right.
He's Blade. But I wonder. I mean, but you're not gonna beat Wesley Snipes, bro. That was like Blade. But then you have Ryan Reynolds in Blade, so it's kind of like Ryan Reynolds is like on a bunch of Marvel movies.
Well, see, and then another movie on this list as well that's to be announced is Deadpool 3. That's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
so that dude, man, I love Deadpool.
So you've got how many superhero movies have Ryan Reynolds been in? You have Blade, you have Deadpool, then he was in DC with Green Lantern.
Yeah,
which that was fucking trash.
That was a
then
dumpster
he was in the
fire.
Wolverine Origins.
Oh my god, yeah, as Deadpool.
But,
and that was like the worst Deadpool. It was like how they were like, what's the one way we can fix this character and still keep it PG? Oh yeah, we sew his mouth together. It's like that's literally the whole point of that character, man.
Yeah. So
I don't know. We got some really good shit coming this year, so I'm excited.
So next week we're gonna talk about WandaVision.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Hey guys, we're taking a break to talk to you about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Me and Phil did it. You can too. And the best part? It's free. Anchor hosts our podcast. And I don't know if you noticed, but we didn't start sounding great until we switched to Anchor. They have creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast. And honestly, the best part is Anchor will distribute your podcast on everything: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money, guys. Trust me, Anchor is everything you need. Anchor.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
The fuck is that?
Alright guys, now it's time for some What the Fuck Is That with Alfonso. Now these stories may sound crazy and you may think they're fake, but no. They're real. What you got today, Alfonso?
All right, man. Well, this is something we've talked about before, but Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle reportedly explodes in a UK woman's home.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, that's great.
Dude, I swear to God, this story is crazy. So this Gwyneth Paltrow's candle didn't pass the smell test according to the report. Yeah, dude. So this
coochie stank.
This smells like my vagina candle that the actress pedals on Goop exploded into flames in the living room of a UK woman who won the taking a product quiz, as reported by The Sun. So the candle exploded and emitted a huge flames with bits flying everywhere. Jody Thompson, 50, told the outlet. That was one explosive vagina candle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that coochie was on fire.
She was like, I've never seen anything like it. The whole thing was ablaze and it was too hot to touch. There was an inferno in the room, and the media
they walked in and they were just like,
What the fuck is that?
can you imagine that? What blew you up? Oh, this fucking vagina candle? What?
Yeah, dude, that's just crazy.
So
I'm like,
remember when we talked about it in the first 2 episodes about Gwyneth Paltrow had that WAP? Now the WAP is on fire, exploding shit.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think I want that type of WAP.
Yeah,
That shit's gonna catch my house on fire. I don't think I want it.
This was definitely a faulty vagina candle. It wasn't made right.
No, and you know what? That's a problem out there now. These vaginas are not made right.
So Thompson, who lives with her partner, David Snow, said they threw the flaming candle out the front door. It could have burned the whole place down. It was scary at the time, but funny looking. It's funny looking back at Gwyneth's vagina candle exploding in my living room.
Has Gwyneth Paltrow ever said anything?
No, I don't think so, man. She's a very odd person.
I heard she's very difficult to work with.
Bro, she's a millionaire actress.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of them in Hollywood, but I'm saying like her particular. I think it's her and Goldie Hawn's daughter, Katie, whatever her name is.
Goldie, I have no
Goldie
idea
Hawn?
who you're talking about.
Goldie Hawn. You don't know who Goldie Hawn is?
No. Maybe if you talk about her being in a certain movie or something. I might know
you ever
who it
seen
is.
Death Becomes Her?
Nope.
Have you seen?
So anyway, so this actress, she's what, like really difficult to work with?
Yeah, I've heard her, between Gwyneth Paltrow and her name is like Katie something. It's gonna.
Oh my god, dude! Did you hear the blow up? The blow up that Tom Cruise had on set.
Yeah.
But okay, so is that something that's scripted or
No,
what?
okay,
Because
so
how does somebody blow up, not throw any F-bombs or say all the right things?
This is what I heard. This is what I heard. Like he got pissed off because they're in the process of filming Mission Impossible.
Right, the next Mission Impossible.
And a lot of it's coming out of Tom Cruise's pocket.
Really?
Yes, because productions and studios are shut down over there in California.
Right.
So a lot of it's coming out of Tom Cruise's pocket, and one of the things that they're like really, hell bent on is, following all the CDC guidelines.
So they don't get shut down.
6 feet, keep your mask on, yada yada yada. Well, from what I heard was, I guess he's been telling this group of people, like stay 6 feet apart, because what they're doing is they were gathering around this monitor, and some of them were like closer, like they're all up on each other, and some of them had masks on, and some of them didn't. So when Tom Cruise would see that, he kept warning them, hey, put your shit, listen to the guidelines. Because, those type of people, the CDC, they could just pop up whenever they want. They're like quality inspection. They can show up whenever they want. Yeah. So if he shows up and they shut that whole spot down, Tom Cruise is out of a lot of money because he's the one putting up the money for it. Yeah. So that's why he like flipped shit. But dude, you know what? If he would have came to me, I'd have been like,
I'll drop that motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Like the blow up, it seemed a little scripted to me because he said all the right things. We're creating jobs.
Yeah.
But
you also got to think he's an actor. So
yeah, that's true. He could have just gotten in the character and been like, all right, this is my role.
Yeah, not just his role, but it's like, it's my money and you're jeopardizing all my shit. So, but I mean, I can get what he's saying. Like, there's families who are not eating. I was like, all right, motherfucker, you ain't got to go to that extreme. There are motherfuckers who are eating, It may seem like you're fat. These people are not going to be able to eat food. Like, okay, you're fucking in Hollywood. You may not be able to go to your 5-star restaurant, but McDonald's is not that far away. You're gonna eat, motherfucker.
He's part of that fake ass religion, so I already don't trust that guy. It's like those people are weird. Man.
I think he me and my wife were talking about it. I think he gave up when he divorced what's her name, Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
And like he even like gave up like their son and shit like that. Like signed a lot of his rights away to kind of like, because she didn't want to follow it no more. The Scientology.
That's crazy, man. Like all these people that are in it is, I mean, dude, their dude who created the this religion, L. Ron Hubbard, he was alive not too long ago. So like, come on, man.
I mean, how many people were following Trump before he became president? And now look, these motherfuckers are willing to kill for this motherfucker.
Yeah. What if he's like, kill yourselves? Like Heaven's Gate. You know how they, you ever heard of Heaven's Gate where they're like, it was a suicide cult?
What's his name?
Remember those Nike shoes that they were wearing?
Mm-hmm. What were they called?
They fucked those shoes up for a long time.
Yeah, they did. What was that guy's name? The one who was leading the cult.
For which one?
For the
Heaven's Gate? Yeah. I don't remember that dude's name.
Speaking of cult, did you ever get to watch Waco?
Yeah, I did, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Did you? I don't know. I told my wife, I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the movie, but I feel like I was siding with the guy with the oh boy, the one who started that. You know that church still stands to today.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've been out there and I've actually seen it. It's out there in
oh yeah, I remember you did tell us about that.
It's out there in Waco, Texas.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went out there and I saw it, and it's like, and they're called the David.
Wait, so they actually still have the religion going?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they do. It's not as big, but it's still going. They have the whole area just kind of like dedicated to him.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. He was God's chosen son.
I mean, hey, he did open up a lot of stuff. That's when they found out, because the government was going in there saying that he had all these guns, like ATF.
Right.
That's the only reason why they were trying to stop him, because they try to, claim that, we got attacked first and blah, 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 when that was never the case.
Right. So I think it was like
he exposed the government.
Well, yeah. Not really the government, but the ATF, because they're about to lose a ton of money. It's like, hey, we're going to make this program a lot smaller. And sure enough, after that incident, it was like, well, here's all this money. We definitely need you.
Yeah. So I feel like he did kind of expose what he would say he was going to do. But then again, he was also fucking, all these women, so
I think that's kind of like the whole message of most cults, right? It's like, hey, I was chosen, so I'm gonna have to sleep with your wife.
Yeah. I mean,
right? That's what all these cult leaders do, bro. It's like they seem like they're always getting in. With your wife.
They go in there and they kind of like buff up their amp their husbands up. And then they look to their wives, and then they're just like,
"Do you suck dicks?"
And then
yeah, dude, I really do feel like a lot of these things, like Goop, this company that Gwyneth Paltrow owns, is kind of cult-like, where it's like these people that are like, oh, we're just following her because it's this, and it's like they create this whole environment where it's like it's natural healing energies and this and that, and I'm just like, I'm too fucking grown. I am not gonna go for your fucking cult. I'm like, God damn it, how fucking stupid do you think I am? Like, no, I'm not spending $75 on your "This Smells Like a Vagina" candle.
Do you want to have a vagina candle for $75?
Yeah, that's what it was selling for on the website, and a lot of people bought it because it's sold out. It's still sold out.
Yeah, because it's Gwyneth Paltrow smell like vagina.
Yeah, well, it started off as a joke, they were joking around, and she was like, "Oh, this smells like my vagina," and they're like, "We should call it that." That's how it started. But I really do think that she was probably in there. Remember?
She was on there, but like, here, come smell this. She was probably like, say, hey, can you smell this and see if I got an infection? And then they were like, we should make this out of a candle.
Yeah.
And then now, look, it's fucking setting people's house on fire.
I know. Well, another thing we're waiting for is the aliens to come down. We're in 2021. Weren't they up next after the coronavirus?
Yeah, they are. I mean, you forget, bro. Trump just now settling. I feel like Trump's going to go to Florida, chill out for a little bit, write his tell-all book, and then he's going to come out and say, look, these motherfuckers are real. This is how the pyramids got built. Like, he's going to just lay it all out, and I'm ready for it. Yeah. I'm ready for it.
You think people are ready for that? I mean, remember then that coronavirus package thing, they had I think it's like 120 days to release for the CIA to release all their
little by little
files on the any UFOs. Files on UFOs, which they did. They released it, and I haven't really heard.
You think it's
much.
the jetpack guy?
He's an alien. He's got tech that nobody else has. I don't know, but I'm saying, like, I'm really interested to see if we start to hear a little more about this stuff, because
I'm ready for it. I'm just ready for it. I mean, he was talking about SpaceX. Maybe this is gonna be like launch them into, like, reason why we're doing SpaceX is because we got the alien force coming in.
Shit, dude, he keeps saying that. SpaceX is going to land people on Mars by 2026. Everybody's like, you're crazy. I don't know, man. This dude, Elon Musk, I think if he could pull it off, I mean, if anybody could pull it off, it's probably that guy.
I think he's a time traveler.
No.
He's Nikola Tesla's grandson.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Okay, look it up.
Sure. That sounds like some crazy conspiracy theory.
No, look it up. Look at his birth record. Yeah, that's Elon Musk is Nikola Tesla's grandfather. His grandfather. Elon Musk is the grandchild of Nikola Tesla. And Nikola Tesla,
spit it out, Junior.
I know, right? Just
you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
So I feel like that, he developed time traveling. Nikola Tesla passed it on to his grandson, which is Elon Musk.
And that's how he knows about all this stuff.
Exactly.
I don't know, dude. I mean, like, look at him. He was like I think he's the one who profited the most this past year. He went past Jeff Bezos,
how
bro.
How many times have he said I was right throughout the show?
Oh my God.
Okay. Keep that in mind. All right, everybody. We appreciate everybody tuning in with us today. Make sure you check out our website, talkswithbeer.com. You can catch up on our latest episodes right there. We also have some merch going on for sale. And also, if you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so that we can get notified every time we drop a new episode. Say everybody that listens to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, make sure you hit that follow button, and you pretty much can listen to us anywhere digital outlets are out there. Anytime, anywhere. So once again, if you are listening to us on your way home on your way to work, and if you're listening to us on the way home from work or during your lunch or even while you're at work, we appreciate you that we get to brighten up your day because, like I said, we release these suckers at like 5 a.m. and we've already got like some plays going on. So we know people are listening to us bright and early, and we're glad that we can start off your day like that. So as for me and Alfonso, we would like to say thank you. And for everybody else, make sure you keep those tacos hot and spicy.
Those beers coming. We're out.
You want him to do you so much you.
Sorry about that. Wrong button. Let's try this again.
Hey, will you guys let me know if this ever airs?
I hate goodbyes.
Get the hell out of here!
Bye, Felicia. Thank God I got home now.